Hey guys, it's Tammy, and this is card number 3 of our card series that I'm doing, the 12 days of Halloween. And I have a question from yesterday posted in the description down below. And if you would be kind enough to answer that question and be a subscriber, and then also write me a question that I can maybe ask tomorrow, you could be the lucky winner of today's card. So let's go ahead and get started. I might need some more cardstock, but I got out some of my designer series paper. I have a piece of Whisper White for the card base. I have some Delightful Dijon, or is this crushed? Oh, what is this called? This is not Delightful Dijon. This is crushed curry. And then I also have a piece of the Halloween designer series paper, and that one's called Halloween Night. I also have a piece of the envelope paper for the In Color colors. And this is very thin, but it's fine for layering. And this is also an envelope paper from the In Color colors. This is the one that's going, ooh, this matches my Watermelon Wonder, is the color of my nail polish. So this one's Watermelon Wonder, and this one is Dapper Denim. So we are going to use those. We are also going to use the Owl Punch. And we are going to get started making our card. So the first thing that we're going to do is cut this at 4 1/4. And then we will score it at 5 1/2. And I should have scored first, because then I'd only have to score once instead of twice, but one card, 2 cards. I'm making 2 cards, at least I have been for this series, and I probably will continue. We'll see. Just because I give one to you and then I have one that I can give out. So it's been kind of fun to make 2 cards, and it's almost just as easy. Ooh, I really scored that one. It's easier to make 2 if you're going to make 1. Sometimes it's just as easy to make 2. I went ahead and cut a strip of this designer series paper, and I literally just cut a strip off like this, and then I cut it into 4-inch pieces. So I have just a haunted house on this one, and this one has the house and the start of another one, because that's just where it was in the scheme. So I'm going to put this away now because I don't need this anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and take my 3/4 inch punch and cut out 2 moons out of this. I'm just trying to get some stuff out of the way so we don't have to worry about it. And I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this, but this is going to be kind of a fun stamp or punch. I'm going to cut out just a little bit of this so that I can have something to work with, because working with these 12 by 12 sheets, in my opinion, is too big. I don't like to have to worry about all of the extra paper, and it seems like it gets bent and all of that jazz. So I'm not putting it up yet because I'm not sure if I'm done with it, but I know that I don't need all of this, so cutting it down to size. And I also know that I'm going to use my Smoky Slate ink, and I'm going to use one of our stamping sponges. These come in a package of 3, and what you can do, which is really kind of fun and kind of cool, is you can take one of these and cut it in half just with a pair of scissors, and then cut it in half again, and in half again. And then if you want to, you could even cut it in half again, which is what I usually do. I know that a lot of people stop here, but I do not. You can also then take a piece of paper and you don't want it to be very big, And you can write on there, Smoky Slate. I may have made it too big. I'm just going to cut it down a little bit more. Fold it. Take it on the one that you want it to be on now. If you wanted it to be on a bigger one, you could. It fits on any size that you want. Just kind of like this. And then take one of these cute little clips. If you have a small one, that's usually best. And clip this guy onto there. And now you have something to hold on to, and you know easily what color it is. So if you want to do it that way and get all of yours, you can. I usually don't do that. What I usually do is just leave it like this, and I just kind of go with whatever color I think it is. So again, you don't have to do what I do or do what I say. It's probably better if I'm telling you the right way. But yeah, I do cut these in 1/8 because I am frugal. Even though these are really cheap, you don't need a big old piece. You just don't. So I cut them in 1/8 like that. And then I have a drawer that I keep them in. And honestly, if you want to know the God's honest truth, I don't use one for every color. I have like a dark one in there, and I'll see, oh, here's dark. And so I'll just kind of stamp it on a piece of paper until it's, you know, like just down until it doesn't stamp anymore. Then I'm like, okay, that's good, and I'll put it in my drawer. And the next time when I use it, I'll make sure it doesn't have any ink on it, and then I'll stamp on it again. Or I'll do that before I do it. So whatever, you just be you. Now I should have a piece of scrap paper out, and I don't, but I do have one handy. So what we're gonna do is I'm taking this and I'm just sponging the background. When my daughter was little, I sponged her bedroom with, her bedroom was done in Winnie the Pooh, and it was so cute. And so I sponged her room with pink, purple, like whatever orangey color Pooh Bear was. I mean, like I had them all matched, and I was all pregnant. We had just moved into this new house, new to us house, and I was so thrilled to be a new young mom. I was 26 years old, and I was pregnant and painting. Now I don't think they even would recommend that. I mean, I don't know that they recommended it then, but they didn't make it seem like it would be an awful idea. And who knows, maybe it's still not, but I don't care if there's some of the little blotches, but if you do it this way, you kind of don't get all those. So I probably should have done that first, but I didn't. Again, don't listen to me, or don't do what I do. Just do what I say. I need to stop saying that. That's not a very nice way to be. I remember when we played softball, my coach would say that, and we'd be like, what the heck? I mean, I know as an adult you get it, that you know the right thing to do, you just don't always do it for whatever reason. I don't know why I didn't do it this way the first time. I just wanted to sponge, so that's what I did. Would you believe my arm is getting tired? That's bad. You know you're out of shape when? And when I first started my channel, there's no way in the world I would have shared that with you guys. But now I am so real. I mean, I was real then too, but you know, there are just some things that I'd be like, ugh. But I know you guys get it. So I don't think I need that scrap anymore. I'm going to go ahead and find my ATG gun. This is cute on that side too. I like the brick. But today I want the haunted house because I'm going to make 2 little trick-or-treaters. I think that's the plan anyway. I have not done this before. So we're just putting the little houses on the bottom and the little moon up in the sky. Last time I did the moon on the other side, so this time I'm doing it on this side. And there's a fuzz over here. So pardon him if he comes over. Chances are good that he will. Now we are probably going to do another set of these guys. I don't know. Okay, well, let me just do this one. So for this guy, I want to cut out his body with this. Is that right? Nope, I want to cut out this. This. And then I want to cut out his body in black. So I'm using some of my scraps. Because why not? Oops. So I need his body. That's not how to do it. And I also need his big eyes. Well, I think I'm getting everything with this one, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to make this guy and then we'll make the other guy just because I don't want to get totally confused or lost or confuse anyone else because Lord knows I would. Okay, so we are going to put this here. And then we are going to take another one of these. So I'm cutting out 2 of these guys. See how I have one down here and then this one up here. And for this one, we're going to take our scissors and we're going to get a little bit creative with this. And this is going to be like a little hat, like a bandana. This is going to be a little pirate. So I'm cutting off the vest part, and this looks like a chef's hat, so I'm going to try to and I'm just cutting a little notch in it over here, and then I'm going to cut this into 2 little pieces by cutting another notch over there. So hopefully you guys can see how I did that. And I don't know that it totally looks like a bandana, but it looks closer than it did. And this will be his little bandana. And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I want his eyes to be black, but I think I want him to be a different color. I think that gray or brown would be nice. Let me see if I have any scraps over here. I do have a scrap brown. Let me make him brown. I'm sorry. Again, this is crafting in real life. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Because we're going to give him what's that called? When you have a patch over your eye. And that's black, and I don't want, you need to be able to see it on the little guy. So I don't know, I need his 2 big black eyes. I need 1 white eye and 1 of the little baby black eyes. Well, let's just cut those out again. So I need 1 white eye, so I'm just going to cut that out. And then I need 2 little baby black eyes, and I can just cut that out of this guy. There they are. Okay, so get rid of all of these things. All of those things. I'm not tossing them yet because just in case I have messed up or forgotten something or whatever, I'll have all my pieces over here to the side. That's a habit that I have learned to like. So I think I need a smaller white eye. Is there a smaller white eye? Oh, yes, right here. Oh, I don't know if I can get that in there. Let's try that again. And then I still need these 2 black eyes and this smaller white eye, not the big white eye. Okay, so now I'm going to take my ever-loving liquid glue and we're going to stick these things down. So I'm taking his little vest and sticking that down first. And then I will take his little hat, and I'm just going to put some glue on the bottom here because I'm not sure how much of it is going to stick down. And I'm going to put that on his head. That is kind of cute. Now I am taking the 2 black dots and I'm going to line those up along his vest line. And a little dab will do you. You don't need a lot. And I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm taking this. And I really only needed 1 little black dot, didn't I? And I'm going to put him here. And then I'm just going to put a little dab of glue there. And then I'm taking one of the little black dots and putting it right over top of where I put the glue. Oh my goodness. That looks pretty darn cute. Now I'm going to take one of my alcohol markers that's in a color dark yellow, and I'm just going to color in his little feetsy weetsies. Just cause. And you know what I kind of wish I would have done, and I think I can still do it. I'm going to clip off a little bit at the top of this patch so it'll look more like a patch instead of like a black eye. There we go. I think that looks better. So he's going to go on here. And then I'm also going to do another little fella, and this fella's going to be like a little dinosaur. And I got these ideas off of Pinterest, seriously. So, and I'm just going to take this whole sheet and cut it all. Because what I don't use in one color, I think I will use on the other color. So he's going to be a polka dotted dinosaur, but he's going to only be polka dotted on one side, and then he will be plain on the other side. So to do this, I'm going to take this edge and kind of round it on one of the sides. So I just cut a little bit off, as you can see, not much. And I'm just gonna kind of put him over here. Actually, I just thought of a better way to do it. Okay, so what you should do is put some glue on the side of your owl where you want this to be. Well, he was an owl. He's going to be a dinosaur. And then put this down like so. Then turn him over and clip off So then it matches perfectly and you don't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to take these black eyes that I have still from this guy, so I don't have to worry about cutting them again. And then I have these little white eyes too that I can use. And I also have these that I can use as little blue eyes. So this is what I'm going to do, and you be you. I'm going to put a dab here. Woo-wee, that was too big of a dab. I'm taking my sponge that I just used and I'm picking this up. Woo-wee, sorry about that. That was way too big of a dab. I don't know how that happened. That usually never does. So a little dab there and a little dab here. And I'm going to put an eyeball here, and I'm even making him stick out just a little bit. And I'm going to put this eyeball here, and he's kind of going over that one, if you can tell. And then these are going to be the same kind of a way on top of this blue. So I'm going to put him kind of smack dab in the middle of that blue one. And then him kind of smack dab in the middle of this blue one, which will make him go a little bit over the other black eye. Well, if I can get him down there. I think I have some glue on my hands, on my fingers. I need just a little drop more on here. And this glue does dry clear, so that's a good thing. And then I'm just going to put a little drop of glue on each one of these, and I'm going to have him kind of looking that way. So I'm picking up one of the white dots, putting it on another white dot, and putting it on. And because you can't really see this black or this outline, I am going to line this with a small line so that you can kind of see the difference. And I'm also going to color in his feet a little bit with this black pen, which is probably silly. I could have just used a marker and have it done in a fourth of the time, but oh well. Now, he's not quite done because he needs a tail. And we are going to make his tail. And he also needs spiny little thingies. And I think I'm going to make his spiny little thingies with this piece of black cardstock. So I am just going to, but first I need to make his tail. So let's make his tail. Okay, move all this stuff over. Get over. Move it on over. Okay, so his, oh, and I was supposed to be making two of these, wasn't I? Oh well, I will just do one card for you guys tonight, and then I will worry about the second card later. So I'm making it kind of thin, and then I'm going to do it kind of like the other tail that we did, I think. Except for this tail, I think I'm going to give him just a ball on the end. Oh, and I kind of made it go the wrong way, but that's okay. He can have a okay, so I have him the way I want him, and then I put his tail on. Oh, he does look cute. So now I'm going to take this, and I have to question myself if I want spikes on his tail or not. I think think I do. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to put glue on his tail, glue on the owl, and then I'm just going to stick this down so that he covers the owl. And I don't want any here, so I'm just going to trim that off, and I'm just matching it with the blue. And then let's see, I think I want spikes all along here, so I'm just trimming off some of this so it'll be easier for me to make the spikes. And all along here and there, but I don't need any here. And I don't want any on the underside. I think the whole ball I'll leave no spikes. Like that. And then I'm going to make little spikes. See, crafting is fun. So I'm just making spikes. By cutting V's into the paper. When I get to his ear, I'm just cutting that part off. And then I will continue to make some spikes. Looks like he has like a mohawk. And then I won't do this ear either since I didn't do the other ear. Hee hee hee. Isn't that cute? And then I feel like he needs like a little mouth or something. Or teeth? Maybe some teeth. Oh. Let's make some spikes. I'm really concentrating here, guys. Sorry. This is serious business. I think that looks better. What do you think? Oh my goodness, that's too funny. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue on each side of this mouth. Then I'm going to put the mouth down. Sticking off the page a little bit. It's quite alright. It's kind of cute. And this will dry. And isn't that adorable? Can you guys see that okay here? He. I like them. I like them. I like them. So I'm getting all of that crud out of the way. And we can finish our card. See, I don't know where to put them. I could put them down here as though they're trick-or-treating at that house, but then they're kind of big and it kind of looks out of place, and then there's a whole bunch of space on the card. So then I could put them up here, but then it kind of looks like they're flying in the sky. But definitely this needs something. I think I'm going to do that, and then let me look at my ribbon. Ooh, or washi tape. I wonder if I should use washi tape. Oh, but wait, I might have, this is Peekaboo Peach. Yes, it is. And I haven't even used it. And I think I'm going to use dimensionals on these little guys. And I don't think it needs a bow because I think that would make it look a little too frilly. It already has ruched ribbon. For God's sake. They're scary. It's a monster and a pirate. So there we have it. I think that turned out really cute. And then there's the opening. So yay! So again, if you would like for this card to be yours, all you have to do is look in the description box and answer the question that is asked in the description box, and ask another question that I would be able to answer, or to be able to ask everyone tomorrow. And you must be a subscriber. So that's it. And then this card could be yours. I am going to include my card and my cute little business card. And I will have this ready for the lucky winner. I'm going to just mark on here card number 3. Put that inside. And there we go. We are ready. This will be all ready. I haven't made the second card, so I'm going to leave it out so I can see how I did it. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, and happy Halloween.